What the haters talking about?
Hey yo, bring the fire all summer long with the big three and your homeboy Ice Cube. Starting July 10th on CBS, Thriller, and Fight TV. That's right, every Saturday. Bring the fire with the big three, baby. Yay, yay.
What's up, family? A little house cleaning before I get started. If you want to cop yourself some No More Talk gear like you see behind me, you can click the No More Talk link in the description and do so. Also, Good Old Boys is reloaded. That's right. Yours truly and Scarface, my partner in rhyme. We got a new podcast coming your way, starting Monday. You don't want to miss the first episode. You know, you always want to make sure you catch the first episode, even if you miss one of the other ones. You got to catch the first one. This is the launch. One day after Independence Day. You dig? July 5th, Monday. July 5th, Monday. If you want to listen to the podcast, you can go to, Apple Podcasts. You can go to The Black Effect, shout out to Charlemagne, or you can go to iHeart, shout out to Will. Now, this is important. Make sure you subscribe. That way you get your alerts. Make sure you follow the Ghetto Boys podcast so that you can get your alerts and you be on top of it. Also, you might want to get on over to the Ghetto Boys podcast channel on YouTube. Go ahead and sign up right now because there's going to be stuff on the YouTube channel that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else. So go ahead and subscribe right now. Big Three basketball is back. Shout out to Ice Cube. They'll be making stops in Vegas, New Orleans, and the Bahamas. If you want to check it out in person, you can go to big3.com and get yourself some tickets. If you want to watch it on TV, you can go to CBS, Thriller, or Fight TV. Going in. Sources say Sha'Carri Richardson, who is the fastest woman in America, failed a drug test during Olympic trials. If the results of the test is confirmed, 21-year-old Sha'Carri will almost certainly be suspended from Team USA, meaning she will not compete in the women's 100 meter at the delayed Tokyo 2020 Games, which are scheduled to start on July 23rd. Sha'Carri has yet to comment on the test results, but tweeted, "I am human." She did this earlier on Thursday afternoon, which appeared to allude to the scandal. Her Olympic qualification performance, which saw her run 100 meters in 10.86 seconds in Eugene, Oregon last month, has been provisionally disqualified. It remains unclear when Sha'Carri took the drug test she later failed. Sha'Carri is now likely to be replaced by Gina Prandini at the Tokyo Games. Prandini finished fourth in the 100-meter sprint that Sha'Carri won. Weed has been classified as a substance of abuse by the World Anti-Doping Agency since January 1st this year. Using it can carry a ban of up to 4 years for athletes. But check this out, fam, there is hope. If a competitor can prove that there was no benefit to their performance, their ban can be reduced to 3 months. That means even if Sha'Carri can prove that her alleged cannabis use had no effect on her running ability, she's still gonna miss out on the Olympics. That's a cold one now, fam. That's cold. Imagine being an athlete and dreaming of making the Olympics as long as you've been an athlete. You get to the trials, you beat everybody, you smoke them, and then get busted for smoking. Now, in her defense, Sha'Carri has been under a lot of pressure lately. A week before the trials, she found out that her biological mother had died. So she was dealing with it. She was going through it. That's what she said. Now, I don't really know how to handle that, fam. I don't know what I would do under those circumstances. I don't use drugs. Don't smoke weed. I don't know. Personally, I think weed should be legal. I know a whole lot of people that smoke weed and seem to be functioning all right with me. I mean, at the most I've ever seen happen with somebody smoking weed is they get lazy. So if anything, in my view, weed would not enhance her performance, but it could hinder her performance. So I don't even see an advantage that she could have gained from smoking weed and running. I don't see the advantage. That just goes to show you, like, weed it don't really have a lot of benefits the way I see it. The only benefits that I see is that it relaxes people. And of course, some people that use it for medical reasons, it helps with the pain. I get that. I just don't see why weed is not legal. I don't see how you kick people off teams for smoking weed. I just don't see it. Now, if you want to talk about certain performances that requires a person being totally alert, that type of thing, I can get it. Because from what I understand, it make you lazy. Make you hungry, make you lazy. But it also relaxes people, right? And just because you relax don't mean you're lazy, right? The thing is, I don't see why they have to wait 3 months. If she can prove that her use did not affect her performance, her running ability, why does she have to wait 3 months before she's reinstated? Why is she suspended at all? It should be like this. It should be automatic, like voting rights being restored after you do your time. It should be automatic. You shouldn't have to file for paperwork and all that kind of stuff. It shouldn't be a waiting period. The moment you finish doing your time, bam, all of your rights should be restored. So I don't know, I'm sure it's some type of hustle attached to it, and it's got a lot to do with, because see, they got a lot of latitude. They can decide, you know what, we're going to hit you for 3 months or we're going to hit you for 4 years. They can do that. They could switch it all around if they really wanted to and just say, you know what, this happened, this special circumstances or whatever, or, she smoked some weed, didn't really know that the trials were coming up. You know how they make up stuff, man. They can do all kind of stuff they want to. It's just a matter of them doing it. It's as simple as that. But having said all of that, we still got to come back to accountability, fam, because you know me, I hold myself accountable just like anybody else. And I just believe that if you know you have a job that says that you cannot participate in a certain type of behavior, and you do it anyway, then you get what you get. Bottom line, you get what you get. And that's not me being heartless. I feel for her losing her mother. But at the same time, you can't use the death of a person, a loved one, as an excuse for bad behavior. I lost so many people. Both my parents are dead. All of my grandparents are dead. So many cousins, aunts, friends. Oh, man. But life goes on. And we have to maintain our focus. Even in the midst of the storm, we got to stay focused. In fact, When the storm comes, is when we really should get on our square, because that's when we're going to be most vulnerable. So that's when we got to really be watching out for it. We got to make sure we don't sink. So that's to say that, fam, you got to stay on your game. You know, I got a family member, I'm not going to say his name, but man, he worked his ass off for years at this job, and he got a big promotion, changed his whole income bracket. And he had the promotion for about 2 weeks. They tested him randomly for drugs. And they got him with some weed. He had weed in his system. And they fired him, just like that. These people are serious, fam. If they tell you don't smoke weed, don't smoke weed. It ain't worth it. All of that trying to clean up and drink this and drink that and trying to hoping and praying, man, I wouldn't even put myself through all of that stuff. That's too much anxiety, man. I don't like all that. All that undue pressure and stress, I don't like that. You know, I'd rather just not do it. I really hate Sha'Carri got kicked out because I was really looking forward. I mean, out of all of the people in the Olympics, I was looking mostly forward to watching her and Simone Biles and a couple other people. But I really wanted to watch. I mean, the girls was gonna sweep it this year, you know. Like, I really wanted to check out the girls. I wanted to check them out because we got some phenomenal women running these. I mean, the Olympics, oh man, it's gonna be exciting. I guess I'll still check it out because there's still a few people that I wanna watch. But Sha'Carri was right up there at the top of my list, and I was pulling for her, especially considering her story. I really wanted her to do well. But who knows? I mean, this is America. Anything can happen. In closing, fam, these people tell you not to smoke weed on their job, don't smoke weed. If you don't play by the rules, you will be kicked out the game. At the minimum, penalized. No more talk.
Hey yo, bring the fire all summer long with the Big Three and your homeboy Ice Cube. Starting July 10th on CBS, Thriller, and Fight TV. That's right, every Saturday. Bring the fire with the Big Three, baby. Yay, yay.